Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting adventure with Reading with Grandma. I have to apologize before I start my story today for the last two videos. I posted them, and to all my subscribers, if you got a notification, they were stories that ended up on my cooking channel, Cooking with Grandma, instead of Reading with Grandma. So I apologize, I deleted them. I guess I forgot to switch my accounts before I started reading, so now I've got it set for Reading with Grandma, so let's get started. The first story we're going to start with today is 101 Dalmatians, Rainbow Puppies. The night before Easter, 99 Dalmatian puppies had a hard time falling asleep. It was their very first Easter, and they were very excited. All night long they dreamed of chocolate bunnies and colored eggs. The next morning the puppies got up early and ran to wake up their parents, Pongo and Perdita. "Please, may we have our very own Easter egg hunt?" they begged. "It would be so much fun." Pongo and Perdita looked at each other. "All right," Perdita said. "Nanny will dye some eggs and then we'll hide them for you." "Hooray!" the puppies shouted, scampering into the kitchen. Eagerly they watched Nanny set out bowls of pink, blue, green, purple, and yellow dye. Afterwards, she took a basket and hurried out to the hen house to gather eggs. The puppies just couldn't sit still. "I know I'm going to find 1,000,000 Easter eggs," Penny shouted, running around the kitchen. "I'm going to find 1,000,000,000,000,000," Patch yelled, racing after her. The puppies didn't see Nanny as she came into the door. Penny raced right into her. Patch slid right into Penny. Crash! Down went Nanny. Crack! Splat! Went the eggs. Patch was covered his eyes. Penny was too shocked to say anything. "It was just an accident, puppies," Nanny said kindly as she cleaned up the mess. "But sit quietly this time while I get some more eggs." The puppies tried to hold still. They really did. But Raleigh wanted to get a closer look at the bowls of dye, so he climbed up on the table. "Hey, I can see my reflection," he said. "I look all purple." "Let me see," said Penny. As she put her paws on the table to climb up, she bumped Raleigh. Oops! Into the purple dye went his nose. "Your nose looks like a grape," Patch said, giggling. "You look so funny," Penny said, landing next to Raleigh. And oops! Into the green dye went her left paw. "Uh-oh," she said, trying to shake the dye off. Drops of the green dye sailed through the air and settled on the puppies. As Raleigh backed away from the flying drops, he knocked over the pink dye. It hit the floor, splattering his brothers and sisters with pink raindrops. "Hey, this is fun!" shouted Patch, jumping onto the table. With one paw he began to splash yellow dye all over the puppies, and with the other he sprinkled them with blue. Finally, all the puppies joined in the fun. Soon every single one of them was colored with spots in every color of the rainbow. The kitchen looked very colorful, too. Suddenly, Lucky heard Nanny returning. He looked at his brothers and sisters. Then he looked at the kitchen. "Uh-oh," he said. "Nanny isn't going to like this. We'd better find somewhere to hide." The puppies raced outside. Penny ducked behind the hen house. Patch and Raleigh curled up in the flower bed. Lucky crawled under a garden basket. There were puppies hiding under every bush, behind every rock, and in all the tall grass. "Oh my!" Nanny exclaimed loudly when she came into the kitchen. Roger, Anita, Pongo, and Perdita came running to see what happened. "Where did the puppies go?" Anita asked. "I think I know," Nanny replied, pointing to a trail of colored paw prints. Roger, Anita, Pongo, Perdita, and Nanny followed the paw prints first to the hen house, then to the flower bed, the garden basket, and to every place the colorful trail led. When they saw all 99 rainbow-spotted pups, Roger and Anita laughed and laughed, and the others soon joined in. "Why, you puppies match the Easter surprises I bought for you," Nanny exclaimed, wiping tears of laughter from her eyes. She bustled into the house and came back with a big basket of ribbons. "I bought Easter ribbons for your collars," she said. "Now your spots and your ribbons match." Roger and Anita helped Nanny tie 99 ribbons on 99 colorful puppies. There were ribbons for Pongo and Perdita, too. Then all 101 Dalmatians sat proudly for a family photograph. "We were planning an Easter egg hunt," Nanny said, smiling, "but it looks like we had an Easter pup hunt instead." And that is the end of today's adventure, 101 Rainbow Puppies. And to this story, I'm going to add a Mickey Mouse story. We're going from one Disney book to another. So this is called Mickey Mouse and the Best Neighbor Contest. One midsummer's day, Mickey Mouse called all of his friends to a special meeting. Minnie Mouse, Goofy, and Mickey's nephew, Morty and Ferdy, were there, along with Donald Duck and his nephews. "Friends," Mickey began, "it's a hot, long summer, and I think we're all in a slump, just like a losing baseball team. We'll have to do something to stir things up." Minnie Mouse nodded. "You're right, Mickey, but what? Have you any ideas?" "Yes," he answered, "we'll have a contest." Everybody brightened. "What kind of a contest?" Donald Duck asked. "A best neighbor contest," Mickey replied. "Each of us must think of something to do to help everybody enjoy summertime. I'll be the judge, and the best neighbor will win a silver loving cup." They all started shouting excitedly. "I'll run a pet show," Minnie decided, recalling all of the different pets her friends owned. "We'll open a lemonade stand," Morty yelled. "Right," agreed Ferdy. "Free ice-cold lemonade for everybody." "I'll get my big balloon ready," Donald cried. "I'll give everybody free rides." Then Donald Duck's nephew offered their new playground equipment for the children. "They can use our seesaw," said Huey. "And our swing," said Dewey. "And our slide," added Louie. "Those are all great ideas," Mickey said. "What about you, Goofy? What's your best neighbor contest?" "Shucks, I don't know," Goofy answered, "but I'll try to think of something." With a faraway look in his eyes, he turned and walked off toward his house. The Best Neighbor Contest soon opened, and it ran for a whole week. Everybody in town came, and then came back again and again to enjoy the fun. Mickey made his rounds every day, keeping an eye on things so he could decide fairly who should win the Best Neighbor prize. At Mickey's pet show, Goofy was saying hello to a turtle, a skunk, and a hamster when Mickey came by. "Wow, Mickey," Goofy said enviously. "Minnie sure has a swell idea for the contest. I wish I could have thought of something to do for everyone." At Morty and Ferdy's lemonade stand, Goofy looked wistfully at the row of ice-cold pitchers as he smacked his lips over his own tall glass of the drink. "The kids are being real nice to their neighbors. Everybody loves lemonade." Later, at Donald's balloon ride, Mickey watched as Goofy floated across the field in a basket of the balloon and landed gently and softly. "Donald's ride is terrific," Goofy said lovingly, "but me, I couldn't come up with a single thing." At the playground, the neighborhood children were shouting with glee as they seesawed, swung, and slid. Goofy, standing at the bottom of the slide to catch the littlest children as they came down, thought, "Huey, Dewey, and Louie sure have some fun stuff here. Why couldn't I think of anything to do for the Best Neighbor contest?" On Friday night, the contest ended, and on Saturday, Mickey invited all his friends to a hot dog party on his front lawn. "I'm going to award the prize for the Best Neighborhood contest," he announced. "But all of you have been so great, I haven't yet made up my mind who the winner is. First, I want to compliment each of you on your great work. Minnie, your pet show went off without a hitch. How did you manage with so many different pets? Not one pet got lost or ran away. That's because Goofy looked after them, Minnie replied. He was wonderful. He took personal charge of every single pet. Mickey turned to Morty and Ferdy. Boys, I'm proud of all the hard work you did. It must have been a tough job to squeeze all those lemons. No, Morty said. Goofy came out early and did most of the squeezing just to help us out. Next, Mickey spoke to Donald Duck. Donald, he said, you were pretty clever to fill that balloon with air and keep it filled. Don't give me the credit, Donald said. Goofy checked it every day, then pumped every night to keep the balloon filled with air. Then Mickey spoke to Donald's nephews. Boys, the way you ran your playground was perfect. Everybody had fun without getting hurt. It was Goofy, exclaimed Huey. He kept an eye on the children all day, added Dewey. That's why nobody got hurt, said Louie. Mickey thought for a moment. Friends, he said finally, this is really heartwarming. I think you all agree that only one of you who said he couldn't think of an idea has turned out to be the best neighbor of all. I mean Goofy, of course, the one who has helped everyone the most. Goofy wins a silver loving cup. Everybody cheered. Hooray! Goofy is our best neighbor. But when they turned to look for the winner, he wasn't there. They searched and finally found him working at the barbecue grill, roasting hot dogs for the whole crowd. How about that Goofy, said Mickey. Even though the contest is over, he still is being helpful, everybody's best neighbor. Hot dogs coming up, said Goofy with a big neighborly smile. And that, my boys and girls, is the end of this story's adventure. We went on an adventure with some puppies, some very silly, mischievous puppies, and we went on an adventure with all the Mickey Mouse and gang and Donald Duck and Goofy, and how they were all working together and stayed friends and helped each other, which is a really, really good thing to do. So you all have a really super good day. Enjoy your adventure. Come back for more. Be sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment if you like these stories and what other stories you'd like to hear. Subscribe if you haven't already. And to those who have, thank you very, very much. And hit that bell. Then you'll know when I'm going to be reading another story. So everybody, have a nice day now. Bye.